There's a show that ran from 2001 to 2017 about the superhero Superman's experience through high school. In this show, Clark Kent's best friend, Chloe Sullivan, helps him solve the mysteries and strange happenings around Smallville, Kansas. The actress who plays Chloe Sullivan, Allison Mack, was later arrested because of her involvement in a sex trafficking case led by the cult group NXIVM. This group gained popularity because of promises of self-improvement and professional progression. People like Allison Mack went with intentions of getting further up the Hollywood ladder, only to end up in illegal trade and sexual immorality. The name NXIVM holds history as a type of contract from the times of the Roman Republic. The root word nexum holds Latin meaning to be bound to someone else. In its own time, that meant to be fiscally bound to people because of their debts. The modern cult group takes the name and applies the more literal meaning. The founder was sex offender Keith Raniere in 1998. The group would bind women, brand them, and then use their likeness as blackmail material. In the public eye, NXIVM was a self-help pyramid scheme designed to create professional development seminars. The purpose of NXIVM was to create pathways to happiness through actions of the self. NXIVM's business ventured into the shady side by saying that part of the way to attaining happiness was to have sex with the leader, Keith Raniere. The means and lengths that people were willing to go to ensure this passion for the sake of others was to commit multiple racketeering conspiracies. They'd abduct these women and change their identities, circulate money to make the changes needed, and fund these expenditures. I chose to write about this specific cult because I am currently watching Smallville, but it makes it difficult to watch knowing that one of the main characters has such an ending. Other than the impact this group had on the show, NXIVM had many ripples throughout our society. One impact this group had on society was expanding the definition of trafficking and racketeering. This happens because of corporations that prey on the weak mentality that most consumers have and provide a solution that many can willingly follow. This can relate more to conformity than obedience for those that are looking to benefit from the self-help side of things, and is only perpetuated by the obedience of those that follow the orders of Raniere. The best example is what allowed the Epstein case and the R. Kelly case to be put under higher scrutiny. Using NXIVM as the guidelines, the courts were better able to enact the necessary judgment. For future cases, the standard can be evaluated and utilized to make these judgments go by quicker. Those that were part of the NXIVM were treated with utmost respect in the group. They were also able to have as much sex with each other as they wanted. They had plenty of people in their control. Because of the blackmail collected, they could also use for sex. To be inducted, men and women were separated into their own respective subgroups. The men went to the Society of Protectors. This was an actual empowerment business to legitimize the cult further. This subgroup of male-exclusive members was used by Raniere to demean women, desensitize men to the treatment of women within NXIVM, and to charge hundreds of dollars to visit seminars to hear what had to be said. The other subgroup was JNS, which was a female-exclusive group with seminars that taught the inferiority of women. Within that subgroup is the exclusive group for those willing to pay more than $5,000 per session, called the DOS. The DOS, or Dominus Obsequious Sororium, was branded as the NXIVM's way of teaching women how to get over their greatest fears. This is where the branding, trafficking, and blackmail happens. To get out of NXIVM, members had to escape. Most of the key players that took part in the activities were given prison sentences over 4 years. Allison Mack was released in 2021 following good behavior, ending her 3-year sentence a year early. As for the original proprietor, the founder, Keith Raniere, was given 120 years of federal prison time. This effectively ended NXIVM, only surviving in ideas perpetuated by those that agree but don't act as heinously. In summary, NXIVM was a cult group similar to Twin Flames Universe Group. The group's public intentions were seemingly harmless, as they wanted to help people become their best versions. Behind closed doors, NXIVM exploited people's insecurities by overcharging for advice, soliciting sensitive information, and using lewd images for blackmail. These leaders were bound to the program by loyalty alone, but after facing serious jail time, seemed to be seeking reconciliation with their past. The creator of this distasteful band will be in jail far longer than his lifetime could allow, but not as much as he deserves.